Oh my God!
I think that's what it is. Like, I want to be able to do it.
He's hot, not DJ. Jesus. What the fuck? You know what? Oh my God! Hey, DJ, shoot that again, bro. That wasn't in the rules. That wasn't in the rules, Robert. Damn, DJ. Yeah.
this is part of it. You know what I mean? So you have an option to look at it as a distraction or look at it as a part of the process. You know, and this is the NBA Finals. It doesn't get any bigger than this. So we got our working upstairs in the friendly confines of our practice court and behind closed doors. And then we come downstairs and we do our part and make ourselves available. And you know, I'm just following the lead of Nikola and the NBA, doing what they tell me to do and answering the same questions for the third day in a row. But I love it, and I got a smile on my face. He's not trying to be something he's not. He's not trying to create a narrative other than, I'm Nikola Jokic, I play for the Denver Nuggets, I'm going to do everything I can to help our team win, and I'm going to do it with class, I'm going to do it with professionalism, and I'm never going to make it about me. I mean, that's a rarity. I often make the comparison, and I never coached Tim Duncan, you know, but just from coaching against him and hearing stories about those who've been around him, like Tim Duncan was a selfless superstar. And I look at Nikola Jokic in the same vein. I think Nikola Jokic is a truly selfless superstar, where it's not about him. He's not looking for people to look at me, tell me how great I am. He's almost embarrassed by the attention. He just wants to be one of the guys in the locker room, have fun, work hard, and win. And that's the one thing that motivates every one of us, is that we have yet to win a championship. And that's why we're excited to be here, but know that we have a ton of work to do. And this is going to be the hardest challenge that any of us have faced in our NBA careers. I play for the Denver Nuggets. I'm going to do everything I can to help our team win. And I'm going to do it with class. I'm going to do it with professionalism. And I'm never going to make it about me. I mean, that's a rarity.
I think it's not Bam against me or whatever, against whoever. I think it's a Denver against Miami, and just because I think we kind of have a similar play style. We are getting everybody involved. We like to play with team basketball, so it's not going to be me against him or anybody against anybody. So it's going to be a Miami against Denver, and I think that's why it's going to be interesting.
So the support's been crazy back home. You know, that means a lot, especially from a small town like Kitchener. So just excited for that town. Be back there in the summer, see all my friends, and family. But yeah, no one from Kitchener has made it this far, so it's nice to be a pioneer in that sense.
Why you ain't break that? I thought you were going for like the whole. No way. Oh. He is playing, isn't he? He's becoming true.
Chega na decisão da NBA.
Kyle, Jeff said that he got the best of you in those matchups back in the day, Georgetown, Villanova. What do you think?
Go look at the record. Jeff knows who won those games. Go look at the record.
We've had ups and downs this year. We've had injuries. We've had 1,000 reasons to probably wave the flag.
What separates this organization's team year after year?
Accountability. Work first, which is like a foreign language these days. Nobody wants to be held accountable. Sacrifice. Everybody wants to sacrifice, but not when it's their turn to sacrifice. Oh, it's his turn? Okay, he can sacrifice all day, but not me. So we nip that in the bud first quarter. You got to be able to come here and work. You got to be a sacrifice. You got to be held accountable. You got to be able to enjoy the success of other people around you. Don't sitting on the bench whining because you ain't in and we up 20. That don't work over here.
What's some of your
playing with me, man?
What's some of your favorite off the court moments with Coach Spo over the years?
Oh man, well, we've had so many. I think the conversation that we have in the summertime. When the season's over and we're not in the middle of the grind, and we're just able to sit down in his office, talk about life, talk about the future, talk about our kids, and talk about things like that. I think those are the moments that are probably the most memorable impressions of Spo. When we're in this grind, man, where he's intense, I'm intense, and it's just going so fast. But when we have time to sit down in the off season, man, and just chop it up and talk about the journey that we've had, the experiences, the memories, the past, the present, and the future, I think those are probably the most memorable time and opportunities that I appreciate with Spo.
Would you ever want to go to the Philippines with him? He's like a national hero over there, and he goes there quite often.
Yeah, for sure. I would love to. I heard I got a nice little following over there too, man. I might want to pull up.
He loves that one-handed full court, like Hail Mary outlet pass. Who was the better outlet passer, you or him?
I think it's honestly it's all about who you have as a receiver. But I can't imagine. He has some great options out there too, which makes it scary. He has his point guard all the way down to guys like Jeff Green at 6'9" and being a freak athlete running the floor. Porter Jr. being 6'10", he can run for threes. He can run all the way to the basket. Gordon, who's just another guy that can get out on the break and put pressure on the rim. So, for me, it'd be interesting to see him back like a revisionist history kind of those years, 14, 15 through 17, 18, throwing that ball to LeBron would have been something to behold. So again, I think it's definitely close, but I would think in the all-time outlet passers, he's definitely up there with the Unsells, with the Waltons. I would throw myself in that mix of 4 or 5 guys, but it's a beautiful thing to witness. I think that's overlooked, and just he can start the break in so many ways.
Called me before I got undressed. What did he say? Is he coming? Yeah, I don't know if he's. He's definitely gonna be at some games for sure. I already talked to him about that. I don't know which ones yet, but yeah, he called me before I got undressed after Game 7. Just hype, just screaming, just jumping up and down. He's like, that's like my brother, so. He was just as happy as my family was. He's one of the first people to call me, and yeah, man, that's my dog. So he's super proud, super appreciative, and couldn't be happier.